Okay, follow us on this now. Could LeBron James make the Sacramento Kings his next home team? Arguably, the best basketball player in the world could land here, according to the odds makers.
Yeah, CBS 13 Steve Large is live at the Golden One Center with the likelihood King James could become a king. Steve.
It would be a winning addition to the team after another loss for this franchise into the Golden One Center here. King James, a Sacramento king. It has a ring to it. The marketing material writes itself. And the odds makers say the chances are good. Does Sacramento really have a shot at signing LeBron James?
LeBron James could come to Sacramento in a few years if they draft Bronny James.
Oddsmaker Adam Thompson says yes, listing Sacramento as having 12-to-1 odds to land LeBron, the second best chance in the NBA.
There's Bronny James for three.
Last week, LeBron James announced he will play with any team that drafts his son Bronny in 2024.
LeBron James, when he came out and said, "I'm playing with my son, I don't care what it takes," imagine the GMs out there salivating, the fans out there salivating.
LeBron James brought an NBA title to the Los Angeles Lakers in 2020. James in a Kings jersey in 2024 would be an unusual sight.
He is no doubt the most famous basketball player in the world, let alone NBA player, to ever be a Sacramento King.
Keith Jugonatis is a KFBK sports anchor and has grown up here. He says it's hard to imagine LeBron James calling Sacramento home.
I think LeBron has enough cachet that he'd probably fly into games. That being said, it's just hard. I can't really see a guy like LeBron James living in Atomas.
The Kings, King James,
Nah.
King Jr.
Nah. No.
June Hudspeth has been a Kings season ticket holder for 3 decades and says she does not want King James on the Kings.
I want somebody that wants to be here for the team, to make the team better. I think that's the reason why I like Sabonis so
You've been
much.
waiting for 16 years for that. He is a global superstar looking to play on a new team with his son.
I think there still could be a lottery team around that time.
Suddenly, Sacramento is an odds-on favorite. All right, probably not in Atomas, but maybe the penthouse at the Sawyer right across from the Golden One Center. I mean, we got to think about that, some of the options here. Granite Bay. By the way, a little trivia with LeBron James in Sacramento. He played his very first game of his NBA career in Sacramento at Arco Arena. He scored 25 points, and the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Sacramento Kings.
Wow.
Fun to think about.
Yeah, lots of good info, Steve. Thanks. Appreciate it. All right, so speaking of GOATs, greatest